Hello, Gemini. This is your August 2022 general reading. I am Mr. Bluetooth Tarot. Long time no see. I have been not good about getting up videos this summer. I've been busy and kind of working and traveling around, and I apologize. But I've been focusing on Gemini energy, thinking what's going on with you guys. So we're going to get right into it, find out how August is going to treat you. Okay. Are things back to normal, or are things just crazy and chaotic? This is the Thoth Tarot deck by Aleister Crowley. It's a very cool deck. Oh, 10 of Cups. We've got some joy and happiness, huh? It sounds like you might be having a little bit of fun this August. The 10 of Cups. This is like radiating happiness, joy. You know, it speaks about not so much the focus on material wealth, although it's like you have everything you need in that regard, but it's more like connecting with the people that you love, actually just being really happy, being surrounded by good people, being with your tribe, you know, being able to just rejoice and celebrate and relax. What else here? Aha. Two of Wands. Yeah, you see, you have an ability to kind of hold the world in your hand. That's like, there's options, you know. You're at a point where you have options, things have opened up. You know, you have certainly had enough time to sit around, right, and think about things, or, you know, regroup, or change your focus, get some information. And really, the Two of Wands in most decks, it shows someone holding the world in their hand. And what it means is, it's like, you know, everything's out there, everything's available to you. And so you're able to kind of seize the moment, seize those opportunities, create the realities that you've been wanting to create. You know, for Gemini women are definitely very good in business, very good at making things happen, very good at realizing their goals and their dreams. Okay, Gemini men seem to take a little bit longer. They I don't know what they do. I don't want to bash Gemini men, but it seems like Gemini women seem to kind of mature younger. Let's just say that when they talk about, like, that old saying, you know, oh, you know, it takes men longer to grow up. I think they're referring oftentimes to Geminis. Gemini women mature sooner. Gemini men, I think, live in their mind, play around in their brain a lot longer than women do. Aha. Now this is very different in this particular sign. It's kind of like, this sign is kind of like the strength card in a traditional deck. You have a woman and she's on a lion, and it's like she's conquered the beast, right? So again, this goes along with that two of Wands. It's fire energy, and it speaks about kind of being able to do the impossible, making things happen. In a way, it's related to, like, alchemy, the alchemists, you know, knowing what you have to work with, and then kind of dazzling people, because I think what you're able to do is, you know, create things that people didn't think. It's like you're surprising people with what you're doing, how you've accomplished things, you know, considering especially where you've been at or what you've had to deal with. This is kind of like, you know, this is like that beautiful morning after a dark night, right? You know, this is like, it's the sunshine, it's the rising of the dawn. So amazing. A lot of fire energy there. Fire, okay? And a lot of times fire energy too has to do with work, with profession, how the world sees you. Oh my gosh. More fire energy. Ace of Wands. See, new creation. Oh my gosh. The Ace and the Two of Wands. So you're definitely creating something. You're definitely doing something new. It seems to me that with the Ace of Wands, it speaks about an undertaking, kind of something new that that is a project, or that it's closer to your heart. It feeds your soul. It doesn't just feed your pocketbook, but it's actually something that makes you feel good, that, you know, that has more of a spark to it. It's not mundane, foot in front of the other kind of practical work. It's something that's really enjoyable. It's something you get something out of. It feeds your soul. It's instead of being exhausting, you actually get more energy from this. It's like you do it and you love it, and it actually increases your energy. It increases your vibration in the world because you feel more in line with what you're doing. Beautiful energy. Beautiful energy. It's speaking about moving forward. Yeah, this is all going to happen really fast. Okay, eight of, oh my gosh, more wands energy, more fire energy. Holy Toledo, fire, 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 fire. In the Eight of Swords, and it's beautiful because there's a rainbow there. But it's like everything's going to happen really fast. It's a it's kind of like spiritually all this stuff has started. It's like things have started on another level already. Maybe you planted the seeds mentally or emotionally or financially, and then maybe it seemed like, things weren't progressing quick, or things were, taking their time. But with the Eight of Swords, what it says is that, the Eight of Wands, it says it's already happened. It's already like been born of thought, of emotion, and the universe is all of a sudden just gonna like accelerate, turn up the volume, shift it into high gear, and boom, before you know it, everything is happening kind of all at once. So this is amazing. So you did move into a new numerological vibration because you just had a birthday, right? Not too long ago. And so, it's very possible that there has been, not only because of the release of COVID here in the US, but universally you've moved into a higher level of manifestation, numerologically speaking. Maybe you went from a 1 to a 2, or a 2 to a 3, or a 3 to a 4. Maybe you should check your numerology and find out, because this is seeming like it's either a 1, like the start of new for a lot of you, or maybe it's a 3 manifestation, or a 9 manifestation, or a 6 manifestation. So I think a lot of you are possibly in really positive numerology this year too, as you shifted into a new birth year. Wow. And the Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is two things. Now some people say, oh, the Hierophant is Virgo energy. It can be, cannot be. It just depends. However, the Hierophant energy speaks of large institutions, right? Government, school, church, anything of that nature. This can be the clergy. This can be the CEO of a big corporation. It can be, a rabbi, a priest, anything like that. So a lot of people say, oh, the Hierophant is a sign of marriage. Yes, it can be a sign of marriage. It can be a sign of getting married, but it can also just be you connecting with a very powerful, large organization. And that energy itself, if that's that kind of energy it is, that's actually, I would call that Sagittarian energy. Large organizations usually have to do with Sagittarius energy, because that speaks about kind of the bigger business, the corporations, the churches, the states, the government situations, things of that nature. So amazing. It seems like for a lot of you, if this isn't the card of marriage and you planning a wedding or connecting emotionally like that, then what this really is you connecting with, maybe you've been trying to get a government contract. Maybe you've been trying to get a job with the city. Maybe you are joining a church, or, getting involved with the big choir, or, a huge, big volunteer organization, or a humanitarian organization, or, anything like that. So this is actually amazing. It seems to me like whatever happened in the last year, all that is really coming to a crescendo here with this new project, this Ace of Wands, things happening very fast. You are definitely impressing people with, you know, what you're able to do with what you have to work with, you know, and this is peaking with this Hierophant energy. Now, as far as money goes, here's the Eight of Pentacles. You see, you're going to be learning something. The Eight of Pentacles, it's like in this, it's, and they call this card the Eight of Discs. You see the flowers are pink. It's like there are flowers blooming on all of the branches of this tree here, okay? And so it's not 9, it's not manifestation, but it's like the beginning of the harvest. It's like, you know, the budding of the tree, the fruit has started to appear on the tree. You know, it's not ripe, it's not ready to pick, but it's there, and it's doing really well. And this speaks about you having to cross your T's, dot your I's. So, you know, check paperwork. Sometimes there's a little bit of learning to go on with this card. Sometimes it means, you know, maybe you're sent to education, you're sent to training, you're sent to a seminar, you're finishing up a degree, you're going on to a advanced degree. You know, it can also just be, you know, dealing with some kind of paperwork, right? Maybe you're selling something and you're getting things in order. Maybe you're listing your house for sale. You know, it's something like that. There's some kind of paperwork, there's some kind of knowledge, there's some intellectual and, you know, brainiac kind of work to do in order to get to that Nine of Pentacles, okay? In order to see that payoff, to see that the seeds bear fruit and have that fruition happen. Okay, what else does Gemini need to know? This is a really interesting reading. I love how this reading is going for you guys. You know, we all know there's just been some really wacko craziness the past couple of years, but it seems like this is kind of quite the opposite of wacko craziness. It's actually things taking off, you being joyful, you starting a new project, you really pulling all your skills together, you know, utilizing your brain, utilizing, you know, all the tools that you have available to you. Whatever skills you have, those skills are all coming together, and you're making something great out of it. It's gonna pay off. You're really very, very close to achieving some major goals somewhere. And yeah, oh my gosh, I did a little more shuffling. We have Aeon. You see that? It's this card is 20, but you see it's got a horseshoe. That horseshoe around the being. Around the being, do you see that? Is almost like it's like taking on a spiritual sense. And if you look in here, there's like, it's kind of like it's almost like babies in a womb. Do you see that? This speaks about kind of the development, going from kind of that development into the person, and then even beyond that into like someone who's worldly, spiritually, you know, kind of like being enlightened, you know, being knowledgeable, which again kind of flows with that Hierophant energy, where everything is, it's like bigger, greater, stronger, more knowledgeable, more spiritual. It's living your life as a higher being, you know, I'm not saying a god, but, you know, definitely your highest self, incorporating all of the elements you have, and it puts you on a very spiritual plateau where you see the bigger picture. You know, you're able to do things with enlightenment, with your heart, with your soul, with knowledge, with all that stuff, and it's completion, and it takes you to a higher level. That's why it's the 20. You see, it's like a 10. You know, 10s are completion. After the 10, you go on a higher level. This is a 20. After this, you're completed. You know, you've completed another level, like another level of who you are and what you're capable of doing, and so it's beautiful because it moves you into the next, you know, the next decade of spirituality, of human development, of success, of emotional well-being, of parenthood, of anything. It can be a lot of different things. And I apologize, guys, if I sound a little distracted. My legs are itching. I got bitten up. I was on the beach today, and I guess there's sand fleas. I got bitten up all over. So then, oh, Princess of Cups. Okay. So you see, this is just you being happy, you being in love. It can be the bringer of love. If you're a male, if you're a guy and you're reading this, or if you're looking for female energy, this can mean your princess is coming into your life in not too far away, okay? The Princess of Cups is beautiful. She's emotional. She's very sweet, and she's soft, and she's sensitive, and she's considerate. She's very kind. She's very nurturing. She listens to things you say. She's considerate. She's that person who, you know, if they know you like chocolate ice cream, they have chocolate ice cream for you. If, you know, whatever it is, you know, if they know you're interested in something and they see an article online or in the newspaper, they'll like bookmark it or cut it out for you and save it for you, you know. That's the Princess of Cups. Now, if you are a female and you're not looking for female energy, you're looking for male energy, then this speaks about you being this Princess of Cups, you being the embodiment of love, taking on the softer side of yourself. Okay, couldn't it be a daughter? It could be, but none of the cards around the Princess of Cups speak about birth. You don't have the Ace of Cups, you don't have the Three of Cups. You know, those are two cards that really kind of make me think of pregnancy or fertility or falling in love, things of that nature. So the Princess of Cups just kind of talks about, for a lot of you, I think you're going to be in a loving space. You're going to be open to love. You're going to be ready to receive love. Okay? And wow. The Wheel of Fortune. You see that? Amazing. The Wheel of Fortune is, you see this? Big opportunity coming. Luck is changing. The tide has shifted, and you see, this is definitely, and I said like the 10 moving to the 11, now here's the 10. So amazing fortune, amazing opportunity, amazing new projects coming to you. I believe either doors are opening for you or you're opening those doors yourself, because we do have this card. In this card, this is someone who's very proactive, okay? The Ace of Wands is being proactive. So clearly these opportunities are coming, but they're not coming because you've done nothing. They're coming because of what you've done, how you amaze people, the energy and the enthusiasm that you put into things, okay? And yeah, this is all going to pay off for you. The Three of Discs, you see that? The Three of Discs is you not only being financially rewarded for your hard work, but being noticed, getting the accolades. You know, you get the pat on the back. It's not just the boring paycheck like I spoke of earlier. You see, this goes along with that, with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands, you're doing something you love. The Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles or Three of Discs, it's you enjoying your work, your craft. You know, a lot of times it can mean that you're creating something. You're the one doing it, and you're definitely being appreciated. So wow, what a really cool reading for you, Geminis. Oh my gosh. Please, please, please hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to catch any more of my readings. This is Mr. Blue 2 Tarot. This was your August general reading, and I am sending you love and light.